morning once again, class. So our topic for today is all about the administration of President Estrada and President Arroyo. But first, let's tackle first President Estrada. So Joseph Estrada, a former movie actor turned politician. So Estrada before, he was a movie actor and before siya ni-enter pagka-politician. So, Estrada is the man who, prior to becoming president, he served as mayor, senator, and vice president. His campaign centered on helping the poor and eradicating poverty. So, iyaha ka ng murag ng center of kuan sa ilang pagka-politician is kanang helping atong mga homeless, mga poor nga mga people. So, iyang term was on June 30, 1998 to January 20, 2001. Pila siya ka-years siya rin na nagpo-president? Okay, so Estrada kay siya 3 years siyang pagka-kuan sa politician. So, naa siya mga key programs and policies. So, first is Iraq para sa mahirap program. So, Iraq is Iraq kay ang pare for back. So, help poor people by giving nagkuhan siya o para mga free housing, food support, health services, build foods with help from the National Housing Authority, and gave free meals to poor students. So, mauna iyahap mga program and policies before siya pa nanguno sa Philippines. So, next is agriculture and rural development. So, it focused on increasing agricultural productivity, provide more funding to irrigation and agricultural infrastructure. So, this helped farmers to grow more crops. In order to, mga farmers is iya makabangan ng mas daling maka-ani, and also give more money to improve farming tools and water system. So next is all out for policy against the MILF. So in March 2000, Estrada declared an all-out war against the Moro Islamic Liberation Front or MILF. In 2000, Estrada ordered a full military attack on the MILF rebel group in Mindanao. So the army took over Camp Abu Bakar, the MILF base. So it was successful in war, but some people were upset because it hurt peace talk. It caused suffering from innocent people. So, mabuti ka na dulot ato mawar ito. Daghan ang nag-suffer at innocent people nag-suffer ang yes. So let's proceed to anti-bribe measures. So strengthen policies operations against illegal drugs and organized crime. However, there were criticism of extrajudicial actions and human rights violation. So anti-bribe measures made the police crack down on illegal drugs and crimes. But there were complaints, so some police actions were too harsh and some human rights were violated. So, anti-crime measures is there are a lot of people na complain because of ang gobyerno ng mga police is daw silang mga is harsh na kaayo and also ang human rights is na-violate na po. So let's proceed to the achievements of Estrada. So, maintain economic stability inherited from the Ramos administration. Infrastructure projects began in rural areas to support agricultural communities and improve rice and corn production in his first 2 years. So, the country's economy stayed stable during this time. It is the good economic condition led by the former President Fidel Ramos. So, ang lahat ng achievements is na ma-maintain niya ang economic stability inherited from the Ramos administration. So, during that time, is niya ma-maintain ang economic even sa struggle before. And infrastructure projects began in rural areas to support agricultural communities as well as I said earlier, nakatong naghatag sa benefits sa mga farmers na it helps them to grow more crops and para madali sila maka-ani and improve rice and corn production in his first 2 years. So, next is more to share mga achievements ni President Estrada. So, let's proceed to the challenges and controversies. So, corruption allegations. So, accused of receiving bribes from unique or illegal numbers game operations. And during this scandal, accusations made public by Governor Samesh Season in 2000. Impeachment trial initiated by important actors in his black evidence disfigured widespread fraud case. So first is corruption allegations. So Estrada was accused of accepting bribes and receiving illegal black game activities. So in politics or in government, hindi malikayan na ay mga corruption na nangyayari. So just like with Estrada. So in 2000, Governor Simpson revealed that Estrada received money from Duque. So what is Duque for you? So kanang Duque is like dili siya kanang madawat yan sa government like it's illegal. So mo na siya di ko alam siya ni Governor Simpson, it's because nag-ano siya sa illegal na dili dapat pwede. So mo na siya kanang murag naka-apply ni Estrada. So Estrada was held in trial and conducted by top evidence which led to mass protest. So mao to siya nastapan sa sa impeachment trial. So next is EDSA revolution. So massive protests and the loss of support from his cabinet and the military forced him to resign as a president. So mauna to siyang kay mga challenges and nagkabo ni Estrada and then mauna to mass protests and resignations, including from his cabinet and the military forced his resignation. So mauna siyang before siya o kapangawais because a lot of managagman ng nitabo mga corruptions na siya. So next is plunder charges. So, after leaving office, he was arrested and later convicted of plunder, but was pardoned in 2007 by Arroyo. So, after stepping down, Estrada was arrested and found guilty of plunder. So, in 2007, he was pardoned by then President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. So, maura to. So, nasabdan or sorry ka? So, let's proceed to...
So now, let's proceed to Gloria Arroyo Macapagal. So her background is Gloria Arroyo, the daughter of former President Diosdado Macapagal, was an economist with a PhD from the University of the Philippines. She became president following Estrada's resignation and was later elected in her own right in 2004. Her presidency is one of the longest in Philippine history, over 9 years. So, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo is the daughter of former President Diosdado Macapagal, which is the president would be So, she was academically accomplished, having earned a PhD. So, kung sa man ang PhD, meaning to say na siya ay doctorate degree in economics from the University of the Philippines. So, her strong academic background, muna siya naka-influence niya in technocratic style of leadership. So, she rose to the presidency on January 20, 2001 after the President Joseph Estrada was ousted during the EDSA coup revolution, initially serving as a replacement president. So, paghuman o Joseph Estrada man, na-resign na siya as a president in 2001. Una siya, si Arroyo na yung Arroyo later ran in the 2004. So, si Arroyo, nidalanan siya sa 2004 elections and won, making her muna siya yung first female president to be elected after serving the previous term. Her presidency lasted over 9 years. So, ang ilang pagka-president is nadugay siya na nagtipon as a president here in the Philippines, making it one of the longest post-Marcos administrations in Philippine history. So, because Marcos, si Ferdinand Marcos, babalik ang Cuba. Di ba, nadugay po siya president sa Philippines. So, kani si Gloria Arroyo is nadugay po siya kay for 9 years man siya naging as a president. She was respected because the lakas kani ang iyang political party is ang lakas CFD. Let's proceed to the ang iyang programs and policies na naging ni President Gloria Macapagal. So first is the Strong Republic Agenda. So Strong Republic Agenda was President Arroyo's main plan for leading the country. It was her one overall vision, a vision rather, for how the government should work to improve the lives of Filipinos. So the goal was to make the Philippines stronger by building a government that stable siya, honest, and effective. So muna siya yung mga key ideas of the Strong Republic Agenda, which is the governance platform focusing on political lives. So, diba, if imong economy is to grow, diba, ang tao is more jobs ang ilang makuha, right? Alona? Her administration, as si Gloria in that time, kurang natin at pistok siya sa mga rebel groups in order for the rebel mas peace and order in that kanilang country ba, in order for the people to live safely. So, I said earlier, anong natin-talk si Gloria Macapagal Arroyo to some rebel groups that are MILF and CDP and PA. And she enacted the Human Security Act 2007, and she sent troops to Iraq as part of international cooperation during the early 2000s, later withdraw them after a hostage crisis. So, this would help connect the regions and improve trade, right? Maka-improve siya trade and also parang sa community. So, her supervision study improve provinces by their strengths like agriculture or tourism and connected them with infrastructure. She wanted the country to stand on its own with a government that the people could trust and nation that could grow, succeed on its own effort. So, muna siya yung tawag ng Strong Republic